We're going to do a short video on the themes of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, there are 4 different themes that are going on here. And so I want to give you an idea of what the Bible says versus what you've been hearing from the other viewpoints. While I'm talking about it, let me talk about the other 4 viewpoints real quick. The current views on Revelation are the historicist view. It is church history from John the Baptist to the end of the world. There's the preterist view that prophecy is primarily fulfilled in the 1st century in AD 70. There's a futurist view about it's about the future end of the world. And there's the idealist view that Revelation is a non-historical, non-prophetic drama about spiritual realities. So those are the 4 major broad categories of the end times in Revelation. But I want to talk to you about the 4 themes that are in the book and where they fit in those categories, or if they fit in at all. Who cares? What does the book say? But the 4 things that I've seen in the book: number 1, that Jesus defeats Satan, sin, and death at the cross. Jesus deals with all the Old Testament saints, all the Old Testament dead, has judgment of the dead, and takes the saints, the Old Testament saints, into heaven. So he deals with that in this book, in the book of Revelation. None of the other end-time views deal with the Old Testament saints, but Revelation does. 3, Revelation reveals the Leviticus 26 judgment against unfaithful Israel. You know, all through, when Moses gave the law, God said, if you follow my law, I'm going to bless you. If you don't follow my law, I'm going to send 4 sets of 7-fold judgments. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the book of Revelation. It's pretty amazing when you see that. And like I mentioned in another video, that Ezekiel is a parallel of Revelation, and it shows that in the Ezekiel parallel that Israel is the unfaithful one that's called the Whore of Babylon in Revelation. So Revelation's dealing with unfaithful Israel in the Old Covenant, and bringing, in the last part of this, Jesus reveals the New Covenant, where he brings the good news to Jews and brings them into Christ and brings Gentiles into Christ, and they become the one new man that Paul talks about in Ephesians chapter 2. So in the whole book of Revelation deals with 4 different things. Jesus deals with our enemies. He deals with the Old Testament dead. He reveals the judgment against unfaithful Israel, and he establishes the new covenant. And that's what the whole book is about. It's about the good news of Jesus Christ, what he did at the cross in the spirit realm, and how he brings in the new covenant in the last 2 chapters. Thank you.